side.
Let's start recording and hope there's PCF space for it. We've got Eternal Fire on defense, we've got Pacific on attack. If Eternal Fire win this, they're qualified, right? They're good. And if Pacific loses, they might. Oh, I think they're done as well. Whoa. Dude, my guy looks so good aim-wise.
Finding even another one, and the floodgates are open yet again. Izzy tries to follow it up, but Necky's there.
Really nice, man.
As the rotation was already in progress. Eternal Fire handling
Dude, Echo's
Pacific
just a
well.
beast.
Yeah, and that's what you
I'm hoping this isn't a stomp.
When we talk about Team Liquid Academy,
Bananas with the Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chat, Pacific pick split, I take it? They kind of like this match?
Exactly, it was the ULF team that ended up promoted, of course. And when you look at their statistics on the map, it's 5 from 5 times
God, I'm in your
played
VFL,
this year,
dude. I feel like
into a win.
I messed up on my VFL not getting
Speaking
any
of the
Eternal Fire players on.
Yeah.
The fact that they
that's
have
the main
changed
thing
away from
that's
the breach here
why I'm
now
losing to
too,
TMV.
onto the Neon.
Yeah.
If they can find results with this
We can
lineup,
still win, but
it just continues to make them that much more
these guys
prominent.
are just so cheap in their farming.
100%.
What's VFL? Just fantasy league, so get like points and stuff for the players.
Will come from nowhere and surprise you, and that's something that they're going to
Whoa.
continue to do.
Wait, they give him a judge. Well, this is huge.
We can see right now.
Okay.
Wait, they really messed up, bro. It's the judge rules. The good news is for Eternal Fire is no one set up close with the judge.
But Fabian over the top's already found one back, and CNET is lucky to get away with his
CNET
life.
should have thrown the judge away to someone else here. That was bad from him.
That's where you would want it, but VALORANT is built on.
Oh my god, my guy has popped everyone. That is nuts, bro. He's
exactly the round
he had a
that
great
Pacific were
kickoff,
looking
struggled
for.
week
An
1.
immediate response from
Starts
the
to look a
pistol.
little better. This is
And it all
huge.
comes through
Oh,
a
that's
couple
rough
of
from
kills
Echo, man. Can't be doing that.
VALORANT. Nice utility here
With
on
a
the
judge?
way through. Favorably
So,
on the
instant
backside
red
from
card.
Ninja. Also on 3 kills of his own hit out the opening couple. And I think these are the 2 players that we are really looking
nice
towards
shots.
starring on this attack side.
That we are.
Split fracture
This
Lotus.
next hold, this next play right here in A main, you can see a lot of bodies getting ready to be flung forward. Pacific expecting this.
They're just playing passidly. There are 4 players here, so
Oh my.
easily
He came here for the judge run. Dude, he
side.
played so close
I think
with
this is
it.
something
But
that
like,
we've got to be looking out for.
I don't know,
Them
man.
containing that
You know how I feel.
aggression that we know
No
Eternal
judge on round
Fire
2.
have been plying match to match. It's something that Fnatic needed to get to grips with, something which Vitality
Made that calm aim for that second. That's awesome. Kind of survived for a long time though.
Still doesn't really look like enough to fully dilute
Lauren
this.
Luck with the 2-1. Thank you for the 18 months. Appreciate that.
Now, just respecting it. I mean, VALORANT has low,
Yeah, that
but
is
for the
so
most part,
true.
you're expecting this to be one.
Pacific always get insanely close on like one map.
Look, one more kill here from Ordaz.
It must be a little devastating watching their demos back, I feel like.
Unfortunately, VALORANT does get away with his life, and so Pacific have an early lead.
Tiny gap at the bottom. If I do this, does it go away? No. If I do this, does it go away? No. If I do this.
Pacific can be happy
Sure.
with.
I don't think that's a long-term thing.
But they definitely gave Fnatic a little bit of a headache.
I think as soon as I draw it, it'll be there.
That's the question I'm wondering now. With a nice double up, that economy now looking sweet on the attack side. A couple of ultimates in play here. Pacific
I might actually have to fast forward at one point anyway. See if we can do it in the next pause.
It's all about how they finish.
Yeah,
Big Byron. Anything crazy? Wait, double. Oh, that's
CNET's on the offensive here, and already starting
fair play, man. I feel like Fabian should be getting that kill, but CNET's done unreal. Big buy rounds, and they might not even have to use their ults on it. They should use fade ults still, just keep money good.
Forced to react.
Guys, don't play like this.
Clearing through main, and he will sever 7 from the situation, and so CNET forced to regroup.
Yeah, 7 performance-wise has really dropped off.
Will I ever read it in chat? Wait, what am I reading?
The rest of Pacific, but he's still doing a good job. The rest of Pacific starting to match his performances. Echo now trying to fight mid.
Oh, and he's going to win the first duel cleanly. VALORANT, swivel of the head eventually does pick him up, and now they're back into the lens of the operator. Is he repositioning from tower and actually still gambling on this? Not quite sure where Pacific want to finish. And finally, with those steps heard, it's a foot race towards
it's a big rough round to lose.
He
gets this so early. Spikes at least crossed. Isolated 1v1 CNED, mate. He has an op. Please don't try face him.
Yeah, tasked with getting that operator plant in, but we get to listen in now and hear how the retake goes.
Oh, nice.
Görmedim onu. City geldim.
Fırsat
City geldim.
olabilir bu arada.
Main'e cross koy. Eyvallah.
Smoke at.
Main'e bakıyorum.
Beni
Adam
sakladın.
biri side, biri heaven. Beyler.
Gidiyorum abi.
Side'daki time'ına bakıyorum.
That was it.
So from this position now, 2-on-2, CNED not looking the right way, or actually no, he has the sight control, sorry.
Huge bait.
Over the shoulder
Damn
as well.
nice. Big recovery though.
Pacific had the
I
final details.
would like Pacific to keep that a little
Doubling up
simple,
on their
maybe use the
advantage now,
Fatal
and
into
Eternal
it,
Fire
but it ends up being a
not
bigger
quite
win
able
for
to
them.
match them for pace so far.
No, they're not. That's the thing. Eternal Fire, that was the comms you heard there, just in case.
Oh, it's nice with the Astra Suck behind it as well. I didn't see
think
that
that's
first
the
time.
thing. Pacific have this really explosive
Oh
style.
my God, he got
and you
wrecked.
think a team like Eternal Fire would be able to deal with that on the defensive side, but they're completely getting taken away, and you can see that Thinky's getting fired up.
As are the players in the server as well. For Pacific, this is do or die. Eternal Fire, life left in him yet, and with this aggressive maneuver, plenty of reveals outside of B. Is he trying to chase it down? And Fabian not far behind with the paint shells, but Pacific again
Nice,
do a
dude.
brilliant job at weathering
God,
the
it
storm.
was a
And that's
crazy
what they
fade
need to
eye,
do
man. I hit
against
so
Eternal
many of
Fire.
them.
We know that this is their
Man,
play style. They know
Pacific
that
are
they
in a
can
good
take
spot
players
right now.
off guard,
Really good
But
spot.
hopefully, this will be a lesson learned at the very least, should they continue on like this.
CNED's looking a lot comfier. I feel like the whole team is. Did you see that Angel said in the Navi video they will use comeback as a full exit replacement, so when exit comes in there'll be no problems? Then why did they do all of the chamber stuff last week?
Dealing with all of the threats accordingly, mitigating Eternal Fire's pushes.
That's what they should have done last week,
And
mate.
at what point do you think that we maybe see a timeout and a bit of a shuffle? Because
For
you
fun?
can't just keep playing
Yeah, it
this
feels
one
like it.
style if Pacific read
It's a
it.
bad
It's
choice.
got to be after
Well,
this.
what he's saying there is a
round.
good choice. Just do it earlier. Bro,
I mean,
save your
trying
kill.
to be, again, that hero factor, we know it's 2v5.
5
but it's
surviving.
that-
They're gonna, dude. They're gonna have
fights like
all
this
the
that could
ults.
potentially cost you
Every
rounds.
single ult, full
I
one
mean,
up.
in a completely different situation.
No, I
I
understand.
do.
It's been. The point I'm trying to make is that I feel as if Eternal Fire are keen to try and do that. Oh, hello.
Yeah, Echo's just trying to bait Aloe into this one with the judge.
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Not sure if he's
Yeah,
got
he
spotted
knows.
it out
Nice,
yet,
dude.
but it will be
God,
dealt
they're in
with
a mad,
accordingly.
mad
And
spot.
in-zone flawless.
Valorant is about to get
as
max
Pacific
money as well.
Continue to go from strength to strength here. As you can see on this round, I mean, it was a
They
push
do what
from
Heretics didn't
down
get coffin.
mid,
Now they're
Garage
trying to.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. They went for his
Still
they went for
holding the
comebacks.
hard line against them.
Comfort.
Right, baby, come on, easy, 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 easy. Come on, baby. Yeah.
And much
But
as we suspected,
dude, when you
Kyle,
gotta
there
do
is an
3
immediate
people
timeout to follow
changes
this
at
up.
least on their
Yeah, there
Lotus,
is, right?
that's not a
You've
thing,
got to
man.
sit down, talk about
Just
it,
let him be on. Well, not
if
even
you're
that
on
uncomfy. He
fire,
played that
thinking
before.
about exactly what's going wrong, and I think that's the first time that we've really seen Eternal Fire really get challenged in that aspect of like having to adjust the playstyle. Maybe you could argue Fnatic, right, and that game that they played. I think this is the next thing, and it's
Sure,
crazy that
that'll
it's
do.
coming in the Pacific game, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I think if you look back at the Fnatic game, Eternal Fire were able to generate a lot
You're
of
asking
early
the EMEA
momentum.
chat
Pacific
where I was? Dude,
in
I
a similar way,
just made
and,
it.
the reason why
flight-wise.
that's important is because I feel like Pacific. The point I wanted to counter earlier of yours actually was about the slow starts.
I'm Primitive.
because
Thank you so much, man.
Cupid said in
Appreciate the
the
prime.
interview the
Thank you for
previous
that.
week
For
that they
Laura as
weren't
well. Thank
starting
you
quick
also
enough,
with the
and
tier
that's
1.
where they ended up losing, or what they felt like was where they were losing out.
Bova as well.
Starting well against
I think I
Fnatic,
missed
they've
yours,
managed to do
Bova.
the same
Thank you
thing
so much
here.
for
For
doing
me,
that.
it's more just about carrying that on
Diabell
into
as
these
well. I think
follow-up
I missed
rounds
that
where
also.
you know Eternal
Thank you so
Fire have
much.
checked back in with the coaching staff.
Right, into the next one, right? After a timeout, Eternal Fire have a bye. You've got
5
Izzy
ults,
back on the
dude. You can't
operator.
lose
What
this
we
round.
expect him
And you
to
force
be
him
on,
down
but
to an
it's
eco.
Pacific's full flush of ultimates that they can use to, I guess, now break the bye of Eternal Fire as they come
Oh, that's nice though.
back in up through mid. CNED caught
Guys.
off guard, and it's Echo once again to hold things down.
Is he just about hanging in there? Ninja spots him and actually takes through the edge of the smoke in middle. 3 engagements
Okay,
already
honestly,
there in
just
Pacific,
don't
you
double
can
down
see.
and use your ults in this, and that'll be okay.
Now looking to
Ready to do
re-clear
damage
this
here.
space where
Oh
Fabian has
man,
posted
they
back
Prowler
up
and
with
don't fade
that
eye.
saved operator.
Neki is beginning to push A. So right now, Pacific, the map is starting to close in on them. Need to
Dude,
start
they
to make
smoked off
decisions
fence,
because
right?
Eternal
Just fade
Fire,
out the
they
corner.
have all the information that they need.
For that reason exactly, no reason for Fabian to push up. He needs to hold this passive line and stop the threat of a split push onto B.
He has been an absolute hero for Eternal Fire, especially thinking back to last week. It continues to be that case.
Oh, it's rough for Pacific, man.
So it's an Valorant 1 versus
It's not too bad 'cause they didn't put too many
He's
ults
good
into
for his
it.
1vx's, but this feels a bit out
But
of his
that's money now, good for them.
boathouse. It will
Full
be the
surviving,
case.
3k.
Eternal Fire to answer straight back
3k
in.
on all of them.
And that's exactly
Got
the kind
one
of response
gun
that you
rebuy.
feared from the Pacific side, because Eternal Fire do have the quality. Felt more like a structural issue, at least in these first few
No,
rounds.
guys, no.
Question
Fade eye
of
top
whether
box.
They perhaps woke up a little bit sleepy, hadn't quite smelled the coffee, but as soon as they're on the same page,
Fade eye top box, and then when
you start to
the
see
ult hits,
why they
then you
are so
prowl it 'cause it will
acclaimed
follow the
already within
trail.
this stage.
They really messed up.
Yeah, that's
It's
after
okay.
Ninja
They
using
got loads
the
of ults.
Nightfall as well, but looks like Pacific straight back to what was working for them. They're going to go for a quick exit. Fabian pushed back. As he forced back as well.
Very
But it's
nice
a
from Fabian.
showstopper
Really
to
nice.
respond.
Oh
Seven
boy, I'm
trying
not
to
sure we're
use
getting
hands,
much for
but
this.
Can't get the blast packs to work. And now still has that rocket.
Huge.
Won't even get to
Huge
fire
from
it off.
Echo.
It's Eternal Fire are very quickly shutting
Oh, it's
down
fallen apart for Pacific.
After the
They could have been
ultimate
6-1 up.
threw into the mixer. So it has to be a clutch from Ninja.
Very nice for Eternal Fire. Get that money good as well.
We're within one.
Rounds again like this, where Pacific then try something different. They go for a much quicker look towards the A site, and Fabian
Wait, Lexi, what have I done now?
there to answer all judgment. The rotation's pretty quick so far, because when Pacific have been all in, it's 4 or 5 bodies through the same avenue.
And yeah, it just looks like that, right? Like you use big key pieces and rounds like that can decide your fate.
That's been trippy what you said. I haven't read it. Did you get? Okay, hold on. Let me click on your name. I forgot we have that technology. I should use that way more.
Default, 3 players towards mid. This Echo to hold.
Let's wait for this. They're going to push through for some reason.
He was successful in doing so
What?
last time, but not successful
How?
here.
No, 7 immediately cuts that out, and this is precious real estate for Pacific. Couple of times now they've been stopped from making it to vents, merging that push with either of those players on the extremities you spoke about earlier. For now, it's just Valorant outside of A on a very
Wait,
deep line,
I
because
can't
the
even-
rest
I
are
can't even see what
interested
it is.
with this B
Hold up.
tower position. And
I haven't
Eternal
mastered
Fire
that
have invested
technology yet.
utility to
Dude,
challenge
lovely
it.
fake
Yeah,
over
this is a
towards B
fake
heaven,
we
by the way.
did
Look at that
last week
over
so many
rotate.
times, and
Fado
will
goes
that
in, hits all of them. What do they
cut them out
do?
from pushing any further forwards?
Catches 3 players, now working their way, backtracking in fact. Into
Nice
lane
shot,
where
nice
Necky's
shot.
already set up
That
to
is
knock them
incredible
down.
from him.
2 quick kills out of him, and Izzy even missing the leg shot onto 7. But eventually
Did they
corrects
just
himself, and with
re-peek everything?
Valorant dropping the spike in.
Oh,
behind,
God.
It's a no-scope from Izzy to follow up. Eternal Fire just moments away from tying the scoreline from the timeout.
30 seconds.
Unless Cooper has
Jeez.
anything to say for
It's a
it,
nice
but he
round from the
doesn't.
2 on A here.
Lips sealed shut, and Fire back on form.
You can see another timeout coming out after that last round. Very quick from 7, but overall,
If
that
Eternal
Nightfall
Fire wins, they
having
qualify
so
for
much
playoffs, and
impact.
Pacific is
And
eliminated.
30
Pacific
seconds.
floundered
Did you see the Leo
when they were
thing?
trying to get onto
Is the
the
Leo
site,
thing that
when the
he
decision actually
posted
should have
some
been
coaching
just
thing,
to
right?
hit that site.
He's done like a VOD review or something?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? The Nightfall there is a
That's pretty cool.
real punch across the jawline.
And he took 8 tries?
Pacific
That's a new
from-
record for us. That's pretty early.
You know, experimenting between going for these direct rounds and now what looks to be another all-in, but with a slightly slower pace.
He's trying to get the bag. I
Well,
respect
he's
it.
already dropped towards the site. It's only all
$20
out
for
here.
one VOD review.
Yeah, he's
Holy.
only had
One map
kill
or
so
best of
far
3?
to identify this site
Shots.
would be
Oh, what
huge.
the
That's
hell
his
is going on?
second.
And stunned?
And what? Echo somehow managed to get a molly into place. Ninja spray working out as well. 3v2. This Nightfall to try and play in the tower players, but it's not hit anyone.
Oh, it's just allowed Fabian to get out back on the site itself, whereas Izzy is holding things down in rotation
Oh,
again.
no.
As the Neon player, he's here, there, and everywhere.
Ah, it's good
Let's just
though,
look
dude.
at this.
Every
Cupid
time
to
in the
fake
mid
out
round, I will say,
towards A all by
Cupid, he's
himself.
doing
The
good,
spike
man.
slowly makes its way on
Every single
towards
time
B,
they end up
but
like
Ninja
hitting
needs
the
to
weak
get a
side,
move
or
on,
like at least
because
just
there
doing
is a
enough
Neon
pressure
in
that they
play,
get to
and that
rotate out.
rotates much quicker than you expect.
But it's the gap that they've now got across.
You get access
with
for the whole
middle
site.
and
Oh, okay, so it's
uncertainty
like
that makes this an
it's like
issue.
$20, but you get access to
Looking
like
at
whatever he does in the
Pacific
month. That's pretty good.
Their post plant at 56%,
Depends on what she posts,
but
but
another issue
seems pretty good.
highlighted by the captain. The ex-academy graduates now in play for this 2-on-2. And with
player
Fabian
standing.
creeping
Dude,
closer,
what
it's
around, man.
Ninja, one off the ace. Is he up in the heavens? Already spotted.
Very,
Cupid will
very
finish
nice.
it
That
off.
was big. Lovely
And
playing the
Pacific
2v2 on this as
retake their
well.
lead.
It's big from Ninja, man. It's a great round.
To win out. 5-4 Pacific regaining that lead, as you said, but in the post blank, Cooper had used all his stars.
Yeah, Prowler
Should they
spam's
have
great.
lost one fight or Ninja up close, would have been a dodgy one. Nice spray down to bring it into a winnable position.
Who are they picking, bro? Come on!
Okay, getting the confidence.
Come on, man.
Dude, I wonder,
Game plan, though, and I think
it's a
that's
shame
the
they
most
messed these two up.
important
This could have
detail
been a
we
stomp
have
right
to
now.
stress. Eternal Fire are going to give them these fights because they've been winning them all stage. So with CNED set up on utility here, Fabian just waits for a moment
Big
to
swings.
bait out those peaks. When he
Whoa, he
re-clears,
keeps getting
it's a
two, man.
swift double.
I feel like there's loads of
Agree, but
situations
it
where
is
Eternal
Audaz to
Fire
hold
like
down
get
the side.
two
Couldn't do
where
it last time,
they shouldn't
only
be
got
getting
one
two.
kill up close in the corner.
And
You
it's
can
like
see
not
Pacific
that
once
bad
again
from
down
Pacific.
themselves.
A lot of time it's just
Smoke timing
individual
is
skill
everything
that's
here.
unlucky.
Audaz nailed to the wall by
Oh,
Valorant.
boys.
And again, CNED knows those tricks too well.
Okay.
First Turkish champion on a global stage.
Mulak, thanks so much for the prime.
Knows
Appreciate the
exactly
40
the
months.
DNA that runs in the blood of these teams, and with Izzy in the 1v3, he knows a stage or two himself. Might just be looking to
Dude,
save
I
the
ain't gonna
operator
save
here.
that.
Oh no, full battle utility could give it a go.
Cena, don't do it, mate.
But with this gun,
He's just Jacob
feels
Beacon science again.
unlikely.
Wait, really doing
Sent the
this?
utility in, so still looks to be entertaining the idea that someone would swing him, but past that, it is just the save as we expect, and the towel thrown in. Pacific adapting to what Eternal Fire have been doing here and actually getting some rounds back for themselves.
Yeah, but it's come through, right? Identifying where the Omen's playing and really hitting that site.
Cupid's looking
Because,
locked in.
the big question
Dude,
the desk
his
asked
mid-round's
us
been
on
good
the
so far.
toss over to us has always,
a
would you
nice shot in
prefer
heaven as well.
Astra or do you prefer Omen? And the reason why Astra is preferred to Omen is because there's so much more stall potential.
The mad thing is,
That
I actually think
paranoia
Eternal
no
Fire have
longer
done
has
good
the
to have
effect
falls
that
so
it
far.
once did. And right now, Audaz just isn't hitting the shots that he normally would.
They play so individual though.
It's a conversation we've had many times over the years in Valorant with utility and what kind of safeguards an agent will give you when you're not performing. I think the best example I can think of was back
Force
in the
him
day,
down
right?
to a
Phoenix
low
over
by.
Reyna.
It's a
That's
decent
an
low
old
by
one for you.
Bucky.
Just the fact that you have
Saved
the
off.
ult, right? If you
Yeah.
didn't have anything else, if you can't play off it, and I guess here it's what you're saying, a bit more of a stockpile. Again, preference, the biggest thing.
That's how they won a lot of their games. Do they always play this like?
If you do just want to engage quickly,
always play
then
this
Omen does
solo,
have the
though?
tools for it, but the only
Look how solo they
antagonist
play on
right now
defense with some of these plays.
see
I mean,
is
this is
Echo,
a
and he's
big
taken
play right
all
here.
of
It's
the
also
mid
insanely
space with
risky. It's
Valorant
also just one
arriving
person
late.
doing it. I will say it in a
How
low
to
buy when he has one of the better
clear
guns.
this
I'm
out.
kind
In
of fine
fact,
with it.
You see right now, Echo's going elsewhere. Pacific,
He guessed
Eternal
wrong, it's
Fire are
unlucky.
interested towards the A side. This
Wonder
is
what
gonna
util they
build
did over
a
towards
real
A. I
lead.
should have paid more attention, man,
for
because he
whatever
pushed down
reason,
middle
they
and
seem to
then
think it was the other side,
they
but
really thought it
Izzy
was A.
finally on high alert, and when he
Boy,
comes
he's
back
looking
into
good
the
with
site,
assault.
comes crashing down on the heads of two Pacific players.
What the hell?
Movement not good
That
enough
was
in
sick.
the end to
Wait,
bail
they're still
him out
gonna
of
win
the
this as well.
situation, and Neki, with a hopeless death in the heavens, means that Echo
Big
has so
Jules,
much heavy
man.
lifting to do, and that mid-walk down we were waiting for comes in far too soon. Pacific ready for every last peak, and with Fabian only on a shotgun at that
Holy
range.
hell, they're wrecking him.
7, the one to put it to a close.
But Bren with the
Pacific
tier 1. Appreciate the
with their
46 months.
7th.
Yeah, no.
Why they
one
rotate?
away
Dude,
from
I
8
need to look at that
half,
minimap
which is
again. I'm not even
more
sure.
than
They have a
respectable.
push down
For
middle and they
Eternal Fire,
3-person stack. It might have been about the
completely
misinformation that
adjusted
the
to,
Neon
right?
was given,
I
to be
think
honest
that's
with
a
you.
big thing. Pacific haven't needed to time out, and what could be a very important second half, having 2 timeouts in the pocket.
Yo! Come on! Come on, baby!
And you can feel the confidence from the
Yeah,
players
no,
as well.
they look good.
Yeah, for sure. I
They
think
look
you-
good, and
you
I
had
think they
mentioned
should have
closing out earlier.
these.
It's at that point
Well,
later on in the series
I don't
where
think they should have had these, but they could have had
start
these.
to question it of them, because right now it's been the perfect start. Last chance to
Forcing
get another
fast.
here
Good
up
change
against
to the
full
tempo on
buy,
this
with
one.
7 already closing the distance on this side.
1 for
with
1.
the rocket.
Oh, he
He is
didn't even
gonna
get that
finish off
kill back of
what
sight.
was started in
Holy, bro, they got
full
wrecked.
assault of the A site here.
That's 4 is
And
rough,
Ozzy
man, with a
only Izzy
pistol.
left, he has to play in with the operator. Finds the first.
Has the ulti as well. This could be somewhat doable, but with 7 hiding away in the pit and plate, I think this should be over and done with.
It's on a timer. Is he running out of opportunities at this point? Right back into the open
Huge,
arms of
man.
7.
That was a crazy
And
half.
there you go.
That's a crazy, crazy half.
8 on their attack side of Split. It's been their pick all year long, yet to win it a single time.
Tenji with the tier 1. Appreciate the 11 mums.
Remain undefeated. Could this be
surely
the
this is their
shakeup
time to
that
win
makes
it.
the difference? Find out after this.
This is their best go at it for sure. Brad, I'll wait until next one.
Look how sad they are, bro. Look how sad they are.
I mean, yeah, you're roughing them a little bit. Donga, thanks so much, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Charlie, let me mute this before we get copyright. This was a fast half. It was pretty fast. 20 minutes, maybe 19 minutes, I guess, before they did all the replay stuff. Fast for EMEA? That's true. I can back that, yeah. They need to stop pushing smokes all the time. But if you get away with it, this is the thing. That's essentially how... Well, I'm not saying that's how they beat Vitality, but that's what they did against Vitality, and they won. So it's one of those where they get rewarded more than they get punished. So you're just going to keep on doing it. But it's definitely something going into this, like as Pacific, you'd be so aware of. Do they just push and just fight every smoke? They re-swing all the time. It's honestly just how the Turkish teams play. They want to take Jaws. Moaki, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate that. Thank you.
The second half of Split we go, and as it stands, a fairly commanding lead from Pacific. Some of the rounds themselves looking like a whitewash for both sides.
If Pacific win this, they're not qualifying. If Pacific win this, they still have more to do, yeah.
On the Pacific side is Ninja, someone who looks like he's really come into his own over these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you can see the difference, right? ACS, not much of a change, but the fact his KD has, the fact that he is more in these rounds, there's more chance for him to have his utility.
So summary of the half.
I think that's it, the big difference.
Summary of the half is Pacific could have had 10 here, really. Eternal Fire won the pistol, they misplayed their anti-eco, they played individually on defense, they kind of got caught out. Pacific played together, really good mid-rounding from Keeper. And honestly, I would like to say that maybe they got just out-dueled as well.
You know, moving to a foreign country, away from home.
The only rounds Eternal Fire felt like they won was just an individual going a little crazy.
And he has definitely grown into the role, but still work to be done here for Pacific. On that road,
this is funny. Eternal Fire are going for their own fake, trying to make sure they rotate. But look at this, man. Cupid in front of all the util. Gets all the infos. They can lean heavier over towards A. They're going to clear middle, push down. Whoa. Did he stun himself?
Elsewhere, Neki opens up the B
this gets weird because the call now is this. But they're here.
Parts to this round.
Should have stayed one, should have pushed one, but that's a hard call in the situation. You're also meant to just stick together.
Just heard the steps here of Ordaz.
Yeah, he's coming through, coming round, and Ninja
now what?
catches him off guard.
Keep an eye on this lag.
Pacific. Echo making this even though.
Tunnel vision seen it. Oh, his tunnel vision is so heavy.
Attempted. There's still players in garage for Pacific. You can see on multiple fronts, people are taking fights, and it's Eternal Fire for the moment. They seem to be coming out on top, and certainly will be. Big pistol round to win.
That's hard with what went on for them to react to you know, middle here when they got the double push. Kind of have to just hold one there to get info, but yeah, so you meant to, like, you get told that you meant to double up. Oh, bro, he just went into the side of his stun.
Able to play out of a bad situation, stuck on site, receptive to that main push that came in very late on. And Echo winning his duels in heaven is what ultimately makes the biggest of differences.
Yeah, you're going to do it the hard way.
Yeah, it literally comes down to individual
double
duels
pistol.
And hitting your shots, because
that is a
say for
huge
instance, those main players
Jesus.
break out and get a couple of kills there.
They're allowed one death.
4
4 rifles. Try and not get ecoed again.
It's not like last time, in the sense that Pacific were being quick, being proactive. It's Eternal Fire waiting for something.
On this, yeah.
The defense to make the first move.
Yeah, look at this. Echo is already all the way out on A. He's been known to do this over the last year or so as we've become more familiar with his character.
I mean, it's nicely handled from them, right?
Usually the player on the Ghost in these rounds,
one is the human drone. Doesn't matter if they go down, but instead they get on the info, call them back.
To guard the A site from vent right now. That's how far back they are. it'll be an easy plant.
And it will be 5v5 retake. You're probably expecting Pacific to wait for the spike to explode. So overall, yeah, I think you look at the post-plant success rate has kind of set you to favour Eternal Fire. So they go hunting for these orbs.
And look at the positions that they're holding right now. We saw this a lot against Vitality, the high line where they really want to stop the defenders having any comfort setting up for their retake, right? If you've got any scripted bits, any set pieces, you can't take up the position that you want to.
Hello?
Valorant does get the one freebie on Echo. But I think from that point, any residual is just saved.
I like that from
dude.
Pacific, right,
Wait, on his, I thought he had the Vandal there.
Trying to get at least one of these
That was so weird.
Won't get it in the
On the outline, it looked like he had a
And Seven's even found Neki there as well, so at least 3 rifles kept into the next one.
Yeah, looks like Ninja's already halfway to a Nightfall early on, but the reason why Neki's taking those fights is because he's now one off his
gun
own
down.
Nightfall.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was talking about.
What a tool that will be for Eternal Fire heading into this bonus round. We spoke a couple of times already about Pacific being able to close out maps and it only being the difference of a couple. Well, Eternal Fire have won both pistols, where they failed to get the anti-eco before they have done now. A bonus on top makes all of the difference.
I'll find you.
Once again, Eternal Fire go for the
Sure, but I like this from Eternal Fire.
With the conditioning
A little bit of pressure over towards B, insta group up.
Hit you in the face as hard as possible.
That's nice. He only saw one though.
Let you adapt. Pacific this time though are being forced all the way, slow and surely. Eternal Fire showing us a new face to their game.
Yeah, Pacific got to react here. They got to do something. Maybe they should have doubled up to clear middle, but they also think there's they also didn't know that it was more than the neon for a long time now. This is actually a cool round from Eternal Fire, to be fair. Pacific maybe played a little passive, so they were starved of info, you would say, for sure.
Neki now going to activate on the flank, and I can't quite run out the
distracts for so long.
It does create a little bit of delay in the retake.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's taking so long.
It's a weird one because it's such a hard retake that you could call to save on this.
The heaven space only now repealed, and with that, Neki also arriving late in main, but focus on the site as Ordaz is cornered. Util dropping up to his ankle. Seven has offed CNED with his own nade, and as Echo's able to stand his ground, the follow-up should be there. Or so you'd think. VALORANT in a position of distress.
Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard to call saving that round. But
for a minute though, I thought Neki would have put Pacific.
They were so out of position. If they had A heaven earlier, like I think you can go for it. But
and on top of that, I know it's only a pistol, but numbers really matter in these situations. Pacific unluckily forcing CNED to get caught out there. And yeah, I mean, it's a big round to win out the bonus round, completely break the defensive buy. And Eternal Fire has shown us something different.
Oh, dude, just when I was believing, it's looking rough.
Setting up for this round, it's another garage default by the looks of it. Eternal Fire have been able to collect this orb pretty easily so far, but there is fight back from Pacific this time.
Yeah, it's a good nade.
Push and pull as the utility will capture Cooper in the end.
Yeah, man, I think that from that point on, it should be easy enough. And that's it, right? I think that this is the next evolution for Eternal Fire, I guess, to think about going towards those playoffs. Is a nice kill from Neki to unlock the site. As they can't continuously be playing with this high-octane kind of fast-action play, because a team like Fnatic, for instance, they'll adapt to that. They'll have a game plan to come in to face that.
They have a lot of odds for the next round as well.
The upper end, I think, that have the ability to be unperturbed by the style that Eternal Fire are playing.
Yeah, Pacific might call a timeout here because it's pretty hard round to win, really.
In the map. But I think we also probably
could also be something about the B main default that keeps happening.
Those cerebral teams that can actually crank the pace all the way down and stop what they're doing compared to other regions perhaps, or regions that play even heavier into it if you talk about Pacific, for example.
Yeah, agreed.
And right now, Pacific are looking for a solution themselves. This is half so far unanswered to the attack side.
Yeah, and I think that answer should come through CNED's operator. We know what he can be like once that comes online.
Oh no. Echo
well,
has missed
it's meant to go over towards mid-or. and create passive pressure to block both sides.
Too much weight considering
And
the fact
they
that
try and cover it up with the smoke instead.
That's what we've got to be looking at.
Yeah, it's now force the players to try and get active through mid a little bit quicker than expected.
Good stuff here though. Might get one.
Invested as a couple of kills.
Damn, nicely done, bro. They had so much stalled on this. CNED kinda celebrates and goes down as well, which actually does matter because their money's so great.
By
But
Pacific with that hold, but the question is, how repeatable will that be? One of the answers to these fast rounds that we see is countering it with some of your own more aggressive play.
we got both the mess ups in the replay?
Cheeky angle from 7, for example. The lineup there missing because I think
Nice
the shot
shots,
was
man. Just like,
a little too early, perhaps, but there you go.
yeah, they're like, why is he just standing here, man? It's the nade at his feet.
I don't know what was going on, but listen, you're happy if you get the round. That's the main thing here. It's once again a Eternal Fire.
The Mogul, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 25 months. Sorry, 24 months. At least they made the most of it and got the op at least.
The Viper Orbs moved elsewhere.
Still got full A control.
Over on A, where
that's
CNED will
close.
be inhibited here a little bit.
Valorante's changed his orb as well towards heaven to stop anybody trying to hit towards
Lose mid control and reaction Pacific. Lovely, dude. That's nice. Valorant might be in trouble.
Towards the defense.
Yeah, nice reclear called by Cupid, and actually a gap in the back line now opens up for 7.
Trying to work it as Favi now.
I think the raise has just been seen at spawn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Seen it now. So that makes it an even bigger advantage for this defense. You see that now.
Good done.
Identifying the players trying to come up rope, and Eternal Fire really.
At least they're playing together. I'm not entirely sure with the amount of space that they gave him, but
numbers to stop the cross.
I like that they're playing together at
30
least.
seconds remaining to get this spike down, but it's stuck.
Keep an eye on the double push middle.
Echo now trying to be another angle in which this attack can try and get on towards the site. But at the same time, Pacific begin to close on in. Not even going to get a chance. Is this a flawless round, perhaps, for Pacific? The answer is no,
very
but it's
nice,
just
man.
as good.
A lot of money.
A
lot of money. This is going to be a big round coming up.
Getting double digits for Pacific.
Exactly what they needed to respond, not just once, but 2 times over here, and it will force Eternal Fire to react with a timeout.
Oh, that's a nice shot. What the
Brilliant shot from CNED.
Yeah, that's a really good shot.
Transition. And you can see what the protocols look like for this Pacific side. The reclear in B main now, something which they're starting to bank on a little bit more, understanding it's early ground that Eternal Fire want to try and take.
Yeah, you have to agree, right? Eternal Fire.
Valorant, yeah, he's shooting well, man. He's had a couple of rough weeks, I would say.
Right, okay, we'll take the extremities, we'll hold that
But
down.
when he's on, he's like really good.
From ramp, right, with the operator. I think unlucky not to get a pick early.
Do you think the Turkish teams have more of an aggro playstyle?
So
I think it's really up there, yeah. It's
One
of them, at least in EMEA, probably why it feels like super aggro, because everyone's like so chill.
We'd seen them
and they like defaulting and stuff. Like
the
Turkish playstyle is a lot faster. It's more like Pacific, but
trying to punish, then
I would say it's not exactly like Pacific because it's almost like disrespectful what they do. Because they will just, like if there's a smoke here, I would say there's a 70% chance that someone is taking an Angel somewhere through it. Whereas like, normally in Pacific they'll respect or they'll maybe do it with numbers and exec. Whereas they'll just like, I want an Angel.
Keep it straightforward. Neki is the spike bearer, so he's pretty far back on this to haunt them up ramp early on. The double duelist starting to dive in.
They're trying to play off their own wall and the conditioning.
Let's quickly build up this round a little bit.
With the toxins
considering the scoreline.
If
Pacific win this, you would imagine they're good for it.
Snatch
from CNED.
Yeah,
Gets out of there.
And now heading back into the retake. Ninja just
with his fade, I go, what the hell? Is he trying to do it above?
Of course, Cupid with the Cosmic Divide at this point in time. It's an all-in for Pacific if they go for it.
Just keep your eye on Favian for the moment as well. As he's towards
so they see it's not a good plant,
to
so
get up ramp.
They should know that this isn't going to happen if they go
exactly
site.
what they want to do. It seems like
You
a reclear
could.
towards ramp would be a good decision, but you're heading into what has been the most on-form player for Eternal Fire, and he's not going to miss a chance. So all four
They should just
now
lock him in
look
and do
to
damage
bunker
now.
down
That should be
on
the goal.
site, while the remaining three of Pacific have to try and get here, but time is
Yeah.
running
Nah,
out.
this is
I
good
mean,
though. This is good.
quickly identify the retakes coming from main, so
How much
they've
can they
adjusted
get?
brilliantly.
Holy,
Yeah,
that's
they
mad.
have, and Eternal Fire
Haha,
have
they
to
don't
fight
get
their way
anything
out,
for
which
this,
they'll
even though
do
they saw him jump in
successfully.
heaven.
Only Valorant
Dude, Cena didn't hold the
left
smoke, he went
alive
into the
with
smoke
a
with the
rifle
op.
in his hands, and Eternal Fire are back within one.
Yeah, it felt like a little bit of a fumble there from Pacific in terms of what the call was on the retake. They understood that they wanted to take away the main control, but from that point on, it's a really slow follow-up from the players behind Cupid here. Fabian finds this kill, and then it all just staggers completely. I don't know if the plan was to use his ult at all.
I think
because
Alaratte had a
it's so
few
situational, right? Especially
rough
on
weeks
that
because of
site.
comfort.
The best example I
Maybe.
can give probably is if you were retaking from screens and then you wanted to cut off where the spike was planted. But
Sometimes people just have off games,
plenty
man.
of them still available.
That's the thing in
here.
Valorant. It's like there's not many,
That's what Pacific will be banking
so many
on.
matches that
Remember,
you
they also
play,
have
so
2 timeouts to
it
use
could just be
if they want to. Eternal Fire with none. But as they go down
just be an
mid, Fabian
anomaly, we
gets
don't
the
really
player
know.
caught off
Oh,
guard.
just as they're getting
Refight
out there,
from
they get
shots
spammed through
gets
smoke.
Nikki his own.
Again, I'd like
We're
to
still
call a face in
resting
middle.
what
Alaratte
was a 4
faces, and
versus
that's the round
4.
done.
But it's not. It's Eternal Fire got one more.
Yeah, it's
Cena
rough
just
to
jumping in towards
it's rough
site,
to live or
didn't
die by
realise
that
it was a
one
player
duel.
below, and
I mean,
that
maybe
was
Cena could do a
Echo.
madness.
As it continues to be 1-on-1 consistently all around the map. And it seems
Dude, you
if
gotta
we're
give
gonna
me the Cena
even
POV.
out 3v3.
Yeah, Cenet's still hanging around here though.
Yeah, next fight
Whoa, he popped
against
him.
Echo, can't quite get the kill. Showstopper is good though.
I didn't know where he
and
is.
so 7, and it's just Echo within his
How
path.
have they
Gets
won that?
caught off guard.
Cenet's done
Back row
insane
for
to distract
Pacific.
here. And then
Perfect
Seven's
response.
pathing to go on top of that box
It's
has
like,
completely
how many
wrecked
times have we
the
said
upper.
that so far in this map where Eternal Fire do a lot of the right things and then Pacific seem to have the right adaptation afterwards, which I couldn't necessarily
Oh, there's a
say
gap in it.
was the story against Fnatic. The improvements are there, and
Such
with
a-
little bit
such
of
a good idea
headroom
to go up the
now,
top here.
11 rounds up, as has been their average.
he didn't
for the
commit
3
fully.
times
Dude,
that
what a
they've
round
played
from
it
him.
so far.
Well,
They
their money
have
is
those
bad
last
for a couple,
of
right? Or
rounds
is it just
in them.
one?
Look at
Just
this,
one because of
It's a
it.
big swing round in the sense that if Eternal Fire lose, then
Dude, look at this money.
Yeah, and they're going to use the ultimates to
4
back
here.
up Echo through
Fast flood.
mid. You can feel the
Yeah, this is such a fast luck that
As
he might
comes
own
from
everyone.
behind, Pacific
Dude, he's
Street
running.
is getting
He's running with them.
as Echo comes through at the right time. But as it's
Holy!
all the
What a
action
shot from
here.
Cupid at the end.
And
Okay,
Pacific
3 goes at it.
retake
This is a big map for them to win.
They'll go on to map point.
At such a critical juncture in the game, Pacific start to show the sort of metal that we've been waiting for them for weeks.
Oh, and gets a second from
mental
that. It's big.
blockade that had been stopping them from unlocking
this last
true
shot's nice, right?
potential, now finally unshackled perhaps.
It's real nice.
It gets so chaotic.
What a shot there. Nice.
But who's there at the end of the tunnel? The light
Okay,
that can
3 goes
finally
at it.
shine out of the dark, it's Cupid.
The Outlaw's out.
Yeah, but here we go.
Oh, the
Just a
Outlaw's
straight
out,
up
but they buy
execute
double
to
heavy
the
armor.
Pacific, the first map here
Big kill.
on Split, the first win. It's ended up going Cupid's way here. And Ninja
Mate,
as well.
chill. Nice. Did you
Pacific
see
have
how he
got a
wanted to
brilliant
peek
start
again?
this
And he's like,
round.
hold
The
up.
Eternal Fire have
I've been
absolutely
told not
nothing
to.
going for them at this point. There is no reason to take an extra duel.
Oh, it looks like they want to. Oh, it's Valorant with that.
Huge, bro. Damn, okay. They actually kind of wrecked him, man. You got to put a double pistol on that. You got to put a double pistol and they get 9 rounds. This was a stomp.
Any that we'd seen from
Very
them
nice,
up until
man.
this point. Very convincing from Pacific as